Welcome to our Vector Platform Basics Guide. Here we're going to touch on a few different things like customizations, study tools and indicators, how to place a few orders, risk management tools, and all of the great features that the Vector platform has. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here you're going to see your default desktop. This is going to be the first thing you see when you open your Vector platform for the first time. Now, this may be a lot of information and we may not need to use it all at the same time. So we can go ahead and close them out. You can close them out by hitting the X, or if you go to a window, you can close all windows. Voila, now you have a blank canvas to work with. Let's go ahead and touch on a few Vector's customizations from the get-go. If you go to View, you can see that we have dark theme and light theme. You can select your language, display your currency, and adjust your toolbar. I'm actually missing some tools here, so I'm going to go ahead and add those. You'll get this little pop-up here, and now you'll just slide it up to add it to your toolbar. You can move to the side if you don't want to put it underneath. And voila, now we have a full set toolbar. You can also add a few different things to your toolbar, like a ticker. Now, Vector has a really great feature called the Connect Chat. To open your Connect Chat, you can go to Tools and use the Connect Chat sidebar, which you can see to the left of my screen here, or open the Connect Chat in a new window. You can use the Connect Chat to connect with not only us here on the platform, but also other traders, and you can create groups just like you would in Telegram or WhatsApp. Don't forget to keep an eye out because you might be getting a message from me here shortly. All right, so now we touched on a few of the customizations and cool features. We can go ahead and get into our chart. Let's go up here and open a new chart. Voila, we have a pop-up. Let's go ahead and maximize our chart. Here you can see we're looking at a BTC to USDT one-day chart. This isn't the pair I want to look at, so I'll go ahead and open a new one. Using the plus sign here, I'll get this pop-up. We can choose from the drop-down menu or type it in directly. Here you can choose which exchange you want to use to view your pairs. Now, later on, we will touch on connecting your actual exchange so you can send real orders. I'm going to go ahead and choose the first one here, which is connected to the Binance US exchange. Hit OK, and voila, I have a new chart. Now, on top of opening multiple charts, you can also open multiple layouts. With these layouts, we have layout number 1, layout number 2, and layout number 3. With these other layouts, you can directly customize them however you'd like. So we'll get into a few of the indicators and study tools a little bit later, as you can see here. So I'm also, again, looking at a one-day chart. We can change our interval by going to the ticker up here and choosing between minutes, days, and Renkos. I'm going to change this to 5 minutes just to show for an example. Voila, we have a new chart with BTC to USD 5 minutes. Now, what does this interval show? The interval will directly correlate to your candles. Each candle takes exactly whatever interval you've chosen to create and form. So each candle took 5 minutes to form in this case. This one opened on 7/20/2022 at 7:10 a.m., showing that the next one will open at 7:15. And so on. Now, as you can see, I've been hovering over the candles, and it's providing me with a summary. I can not only see the date and time, but the open, the close, the high, the low, the financial volume, trades, quantity volume, and the percentage change of those 5 minutes. So let's go back to our one-day chart. We can actually do a few more customizations here. If you right-click on your candles, you see we get an appearance tab here. You can easily change the appearance of your candles by going to the Candles tab and selecting the color. Let's do white for positive and aqua for negative, and apply. Wow, those are a lot of colors. Let's go ahead and switch it back to automatic. Apply and hit OK. So now you know how candles work and how you can customize them. Let's get into studying the candles. Here on the right, you can see we have a toolbar. We have multiple different things like our cursor, our hand tool, a crosshairs tool, and an eraser. As you hover over, you'll get a brief description of what each tool does. So let's explore the hand feature. With the hand feature, we can click and drag on the screen to move up, down, sideways, and around. Let's go ahead and put it back together. We can use our crosshairs tool to examine the date and price level of wherever we've selected on the screen. As you can see, as I move up, my price level changes, and as I move sideways, I can select the date. Here's the eraser, which you can use to erase any of the studies we place on the screen. Let's test this out by using the Paintbrush feature first. If we go here, we can add it to our paintbrush, and voila! You can draw right on your screen here. Now, I don't really want this on my screen anymore, right? So I can hit the delete key or use the eraser and touch the study. Let's move on to some of our other study tools, like our line segment tool. Here, we can click and drag to place a line segment anywhere on your chart. You can generally do this on any points that you want to mark out and check the price level and keep it there. You can also customize your study tools by using the toolbar above and changing the color, the thickness, and even the style if that's what you like. Go ahead and delete it and move on to the next one. Let's move to our channels tool. Well, again, we will click and drag, and then as you move your mouse, you'll see that you'll get another line. Place it where you'd like, and voila! We are looking at a trend in the market. Channels help us measure the trends and just take a closer look at them. So now we can flip it around and move it across the screen as we'd like. Again, able to measure out different trends and their price levels. Don't forget, you can customize any study tool here by using your toolbar. Let's go ahead and delete these. Let's check one more before we continue on. We have our price level tool. Here we can set our price levels and adjust on the screen as we need by clicking and dragging. Go ahead and delete that. Now let's get into our indicators. We can add indicators with a few different methods. We can go to the top here in our toolbar and use the ticker, or we can right-click anywhere on the screen and click Add Indicator. Here you'll get a pop-up that will show you the most popular indicators and tutorials and the store where you can purchase more indicators. You can use the drop-down menu or search directly from the search bar. Let's go ahead and start with one of the most popular, Bollinger Bands. As you see here, we get a brief description of what Bollinger Bands will do. This indicator consists of two lines, one above and one below. The bands are drawn to one standard deviation distance from a moving average. Now, we can add Bollinger Bands onto our chart directly or on the bottom of our chart in a new window. Let's add it to the chart. Click OK, and look at that. We have Bollinger Bands on the screen. Now, as you can see, I've customized mine. Generally, they'll be the same as the candles, red and green. But I like it to be a little bit different just to help my visualization. So, again, to customize, you can go to your toolbar up here and do so as you please. Now, again, we have 2 standard deviation bands, and then we have our 20-day moving average band. These will help you dictate volatility in the market. As you can see here, as they expand, we can see the market is more volatile. And when they contract, the market is less volatile. Don't forget to check out our tutorials on the YouTube channel to see how you can use all of our indicators and study tools more in depth. Now, I'm actually going to move over to our layout number 3. As you can see here, I've added 2 different indicators. I have a moving average indicator, and I also have a high-low activator indicator. Again, we can easily do that by going to indicators and selecting which one you'd like. So we can actually use more than one indicator in conjunction with the other to get your best analysis and plan your strategies. Again, these are fully customizable by clicking and using the toolbar to customize to your liking. Let's go ahead and move back to our layout number 1. Now we can get into adding an exchange account. We can go to Trade and hit Add Exchange Account. Here you'll see that we'll get 2 pop-ups. We're going to select Exchange Account and hit Start. Here you can see our currently partnered exchanges, and we are currently working diligently to bring more exchanges to our platform so you can have a variety to choose from. Let's go ahead and choose Binance US. Next. Here you'll see that you'll get a small tutorial. What do I need to add to my account? Add your Binance US account to Vector. You'll choose a nickname, enter your API key, and your API secret. Now, if you don't already have an API key, you can create your API key by clicking this button here. Then you'll hit Add Account, and you're all set. Your exchange has been connected to your Vector platform. Now, let's get into a few of the other tools that we have, including our risk management tools. If we go back to Trade, we can go down to Risk Management. Here we're going to get a pop-up box with a few different options. Here we can set parameters to block sending new orders. This is a great way to manage your risk and eliminate emotion from your trades. So you can see it's on my simulator account. I'm blocking sending new orders when the market is below the average price of your position and consecutive losses for each asset are higher than set parameter. You can set as many or as little as you'd like, and you can hover over the information icon to get a preview of what this will do for you. You can also choose to lock your risk management editing. That means that you'll be locking this here and you won't be able to edit. So once your parameters are met, you won't be able to go back and edit them until your time has run out. Again, these will not take you out of your current orders, but they will block you from sending new orders. Now we can get into our actual trading. Before we get started trading, we have to add a balance to our portfolio. We currently have $0. So if we go to our portfolio icon here, we can open it up, add or modify balance, and dictate that here. Let's go ahead and add 20,000. Keeping in mind that our simulator account has a limit of 200,000 in total for all assets. Confirm. Now, as you can see, I have a $20,000 US dollar balance here. Let's go ahead and maximize our chart again. Right-click on the screen and hit Chart Trading. By hitting Chart Trading, you'll see this pop up here. We have 3 different tabs: Buy, Sell, and Advanced. With our Advanced tab, it's combining both of the Buy and Sell tabs together in one easy interface to use. Now, generally, you'll have to validate your password before you're able to send any orders. I've already validated mine, which shows as a clear icon here. If you've forgotten or need to change your password, you can go to Trade, enter password, change password, forgot and lost password. Again, don't forget to validate that or you won't be able to send any new orders. Here we have a few different boxes. We have our price, our quantity, and total. Your quantity and total will directly correlate to each other. So if I were to put $1,000 worth, you'll see my Bitcoin total quantity here has gone up. And if I were to change this number here, my total has gone down. Here, you're setting the specific price that you want to execute your order at. So if the market is currently at 23,600 or so, and we want to set it for purchasing at a lower price, let's do 20,000. As you can see, when we go to buy, this is the price we will buy at, which means your order will not execute until this price is met. Then your quantity for that price will be into account, and you'll see the total that you would have spent for that trade. So, place a buy order. We can do this in a few different ways. We can use the buttons directly off the tab here, or we can use the Shift key, hold it down, and place our order where we want it. So wherever we place it is the price determined for that order. So let's go ahead and do a buy order at 19,000. As you can see, my order has been placed, and let's buy one at market value, which is currently here. There you go. As you can see, I have a market order placed and another order placed here. Now let's go ahead and close those. We can do that by hitting the X, confirming, and closing out our orders. Now, to learn how to place a sell order, I'm actually going to move to our futures market for training purposes. So let's go ahead and open up a new chart. Hit futures and select from our options here. I'm going to go ahead and use our Bitcoin to US dollar perpetual. Hit OK. A futures market is slightly different. It is better for people who are looking to day trade or short crypto and leverage trade. Now, a spot market, which is what we were currently using to place our buy order here, is better for long-term trading or swing trading. Perfect. So let's get into it. Here we can select our price again and our quantity. So let's go ahead and select quantity here. Let's do 3. And it automatically creates your total for you. And let's look at how we can do this directly off our chart. If you're on a Windows computer, you can hit the Alt key or the Control key on a MacBook. As you can see, we can place it on the screen at whatever price we determine the right one. At whatever price we choose. So let's say I've done an analysis and I think Bitcoin is going to go up in the next few days. Go ahead and place that where I think my analysis has showed a good price index and I'm not getting too greedy by going too high. Okay. And there you go. Your sell order has been placed. Now we can also do the same by selling at market. Okay. And there you go. You have your 2 orders placed. Let's go ahead and exit those out. There you go. So now that you know how to do a buy and sell order, let's get into OCO orders, OCO. OCO orders mean order cancels other. This means we can perform 2 trades against 1 pair at the same time. So let's go ahead and explore that. If we go to trade, we can go to trading bracket editor. and create a new bracket here called Demo 1. Okay. You can see we can choose between cash and percentage. I'm going to stick to cash for training purposes. Here you can select the quantity of your order you want to be in the strategy. We're going to stick to 100%. Then your gain, let's do 200 for gain. And let's do a smaller amount for loss, 80. Here we have our stop offset. This is the margin you're setting just in case your order skips the book. So let's lower that a little bit. I'm only willing to risk $20 in there. You can also designate a time for your OCO order to either be canceled out at or performed at. Let's go ahead and save our strategy. Hit OK. So now to actually implement the strategy, we have to go to our bracket tool up here and select demo number 1. You set your parameters, and we can use our shift key to place a buy OCO order. So let's go closer to market pricing. Okay, and there you go. We have our OCO order strategy in place. Now, what happens if you've changed your mind? You're doing an analysis and you see that the price might go up and you want to extend your gain profit. You can easily click and drag to wherever you want on your chart. Let's go ahead and put it there. And for example, we could also move this one down or up as necessary. So let's place this order to make it execute. I'm going to just move it above our market bar here and click OK. As you can see, my order has executed and the top one has been canceled out. That's OCO strategies for you. You can always check out more on our YouTube channel, once again, for an in-depth tutorial on OCO orders. So, we've talked about a lot already. Study tools, indicators, buy, sell, risk management, OCO orders. What else can we do? We have a plethora of tools. So let's go ahead and exit our chart and take a look at some of those. We can go back to our toolbar and open our Market Monitor tool. Here we can easily watch the market and see how our top 10 cryptos are performing. We can also open our network data by hitting this icon here. Looks like mountains. And we can see here we're looking at the mvrv and the crypto NVT. We can also filter for more on-chain data tools like the hash rate. Add that in. And now you see we're looking at the mvrv and the crypto hash rate. You can also use all of the same study tools on this chart as well. If you want to learn more about on-chain data tools, we do have tutorials on our Vector channel. So don't forget to check those out and learn how to use these more in depth. Now, the last really cool features I want to talk about here is actually our crypto news features. You can use it from your toolbar or from the news tab. Open your crypto report and look at that. This report is updated twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. You can see your favorite cryptos up here with all of the prices and percentage changes. And again, breaking news for today. You can always read the full article by going to the website link in the description. Now we also have the crypto news here. So this is something that we can see breaking with direct times here and the cryptos. We can also open our cryptocurrency calendar. So this is important so that we can watch for announcements that may come up during the next few months and weeks that might lead to either dips or pumps in the market. All right, guys, it has been a pleasure showing you guys the Vector platform basics. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to let us know by using our support channels like our help center and chat. We would love to chat with you and make sure that your Vector platform experience is amazing. So stay safe out there, make informed trades, and I'll see you on the dark side.